Welcome back to another Mixed and Married podcast.
So today's topic is going to be about how to keep spice in relationships.
Spice in relationships. So when we talk about keeping spice in the relationship, you guys, we're talking about relationships in general. Whatever you got going on out there, that's who we're talking to, okay? We're going to give some tips and we're going to tell you things that we do and how we have been together for 12 years. Well, we really have been together almost
Over 14 years.
A little bit over 14 years.
Mm-hmm.
Again, most of you guys know we've been knowing each other for 30 years. The first thing I would say is be friends. This is my bestie. Even though I got a lot of besties, this is my true bestie, I guess I would say. I mean, I can tell him anything. He knows everything about me from A to Z. There's nothing left out. Nothing that I keep from him. He knows everything about me. So I would say the first step is you got to start there. Start as friends and then roll over into all the other stuff.
Yeah, because like one of the things I know is I know everything that you like. I know the things you
True.
like to do. I know
True.
the things you like to eat. I know, all the things that you really, truly like to do.
Yeah.
So that helps a lot.
Yeah.
So being intentional and knowing the person and paying attention to what they like and what they do and what really, makes them happy.
Yeah. What moves me.
Yes, exactly.
And the same thing for him, you guys. You have to know those little bitty things the other person's need in the relationship. That to me is it's a starting point. Be friends first, you guys. Actually like one another. You gotta like one another first. You can't be in a relationship and not even really like one another. Don't be there because, hey, I ain't got nowhere to live, all that kind of stuff.
You got nothing else to do.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Don't be in a relationship for that, you guys. You're going to ultimately be unhappy. That's what's going to happen.
And we like hanging out together.
Yeah.
That's another thing is we really actually like to hang out together.
And for me, I get the question often of how does he make me feel? That's the question that I get a lot on the podcast is how does he make me feel? So I wrote some stuff down.
We're going to get emotional.
No. I just wanted to do this because when I'm on the live, you guys, I usually typically answer his heart. The way he makes me feel, I love who he is as a person. I love his heart. I love his giving spirit, sometimes to a fault. He has a very giving spirit. So I wrote some stuff down. How he makes me feel. He makes me feel cherished. He makes me feel unconditional love. He makes me feel nurtured. And he respects my boundaries. Jason knows when I'm at that point where, okay, it's time to leave me alone. He knows that. And I can get there. As a mom, as a wife, as a friend, I can get overwhelmed, you guys. And as a businesswoman who is creating multiple businesses, it can be a lot. Okay, because I don't have a team. My team is right here. That he's my team, and my daughter, when she comes home, she's my manager. Right now, you guys, because this is something that we're getting started off the ground, I'm doing this on my own. So I get under pressure a lot. So he knows when to just step back and just
be really overwhelming at times.
Yeah, and just let me be. I know when he's stepping back, and I can calm down, and not calm down as far as me being mad or anything like enraged or something. It's more of I just need a moment. I need a moment to meditate, talk to the Lord, and then I'll be back. So that's kind of what we do. But keeping spice in our marriage, you guys, you have to also date one another. You have to continually date one another, I believe. What do you feel?
I definitely believe that. We always try to do that at least once or twice a month.
Yeah.
Like I said, being intentional about it. We'll go out to eat.
Yeah.
We might go drive down to Buc-ee's.
Yeah, I love that.
Any little thing, certain things that, like I said, that I know that you like.
Yeah.
So I try to, it's little bitty things like that makes her happy, makes me happy.
Yeah.
And the thing that makes me happy is when you're happy.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Just to piggyback off of that, it doesn't take much for him to make him happy.
Yeah, I'm pretty simple.
He truly does mean as long as we're happy, he's happy. He's in a house full of girls. So that is another factor. With us having a smaller child starting over, sometimes that can be difficult because me as a mom, I don't like for other people to take care of my daughter.
But on top of that, I mean, we're big time family people, both of us. We all love to spend time together. We love to do things together.
So we are very family oriented. Me and Jason go on vacation by ourselves, and he can tell you when we first went by ourselves, I really didn't even enjoy myself because I wanted to see my kids. He was so upset at me, you guys. That's how it was.
I wasn't upset.
Not in a mean way.
I wasn't upset. I just want you to be able to truly get away and enjoy yourself and not have to worry about, because the kids will be okay. I mean, they're always going to be okay.
Yeah. So that is another thing we do. We go on vacation together. We spend time together, even like now. We love doing what we're doing right now in front of the camera. We do that together, not reluctantly. We watch, it could be something as simple as HGTV. Something as simple as that.
Watching Food Network.
Just sitting next to each other and falling asleep on each other. We love that kind of stuff. If I'm in the office all day and I haven't came out of there, he will come and say, hey, you need to eat, or he'll come in there and sit down with me for a little bit. I mean, just to kind of give me a break talking.
Bring me some water.
Yeah.
But we do, on top of the going on vacation, we go at least, like she said, once a year together.
Yeah.
But we make it a point to go twice a year.
Yeah.
Just to get away from everything.
Yeah.
I mean, everything. Because like I tell her all the time, everything's going to be here, regardless.
Yeah,
If we go on vacation or if we're here, everything is still going to be, when we get back, the bills will still be here, all the other things the daily normal issues that we deal with in life will still be here.
Yeah.
So you might as well go and enjoy yourself, take time out. That's how I look at it, is refreshing and recuperating. And those things, because not only that, I mean, we're making big time memories for, stuff going out of the country and, really having a good time and really enjoying ourselves and being together.
True.
It's fun. I mean, it takes us away from everything. I mean, we need it.
Yeah.
I mean, you really need it, especially now with everything that's going on. Life can be overwhelming.
A lot of people have issues with intimacy. I know I'm a Scorpio. When I get mad, I'm mad, okay? If you know, you know. I've had to learn to literally let go, even when I'm upset. If that's what he wants, that's what we got to do. And a lot of people have mentioned that they don't know if that other person wants intimacy or not. That to me means there's really not a connection there. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Because
you're together long enough,
Yeah.
You know when the
you'll
other
know.
person,
I mean, it can be a look. It can be a touch.
Yeah, the conversation.
Yeah.
The conversation.
Where the conversation is going, what you're saying in that conversation. Yeah. You should be able to hear the cue if your partner wants intimacy. And if you don't know our love languages, and we've talked about this before, my love language is acts of service and quality time.
My love language is words of affirmation and physical touch.
So he's the touchy-feely one. Not that I'm not, but he's more of the, I'm in the kitchen, he has to touch me, that kind of stuff. Yep. I'm more of, can you put this washing machine together? Can you put the dishwasher together? That type of stuff. I'm saying that because we have to replace our dishwasher today. Just seeing him on the floor, that is the stuff that turns me on. In all seriousness, you guys. Seeing him down there working, even though I think I'm running stuff and trying to tell him how to put it together, him doing that. Supervising. Him doing that turns me on. And he knows that. I think sometimes you forget that.
No, I know. I mean, but
he don't like me being a supervisor.
But at the end of the day, everything's got to get done.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it just goes to my advantage.
Yeah.
I mean, because I like to try to, I always, I like to make you happy anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm always trying to take care of, whatever needs to be taken care of.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of things I can't do or I don't do that the way you like it. But a lot of times it's just the effort. I mean, just the effort alone
exactly
goes a long way.
Yeah.
A long way.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the worst thing you can do is not do nothing.
Yeah. That is true. Again, mine is as acts of service, you guys. Like today, I put the sheets from our bed in the washer, and I'm in there working. I totally forgot about it, and he knew to take them out the dryer. Take them out the washer and put them in the dryer. That stuff I see. That stuff I notice. Those kind of things.
Yeah, and like I said, it could be a bunch of little bitty things that add up.
Yeah.
And that helps. That stuff goes a long way.
Yeah.
It makes people happy. It can be minimal things that make people happy. I mean, like I said, like with me, it doesn't take much to make me happy. You can make me a good dinner.
Yeah.
Or just a dinner, and I'm going to be happy. I mean, something I don't have to worry about cooking or, something like that.
Yeah. And intimacy also, you guys, is communicating with one another. Definitely. We talk about that a lot, about keeping communication open, which is kind of what I stated prior. But I think people take that for granted.
Oh, definitely.
In the beginning. You got to be comfortable with talking to your partner. You got to be comfortable with everything. There's things that we hear on our live, things that we hear through email, that we just know, like, there's not a connection there. It can't be. And
yeah, a lot of people come and ask us stuff about, the things they're going through. I think they're just asking for confirmation.
Yeah.
So we get that quite a bit.
Yeah, and it's sometimes I think that there's not a connection there. You just don't want to believe it, especially women, because we are emotionally.
You're looking for somebody to give you the answer that you want to hear.
Yeah.
But you already know the answer.
You already really know the answer. You're just looking for a confirmation. And I get that a lot, especially from women, because I talk to a lot of women, you guys, young and older. And I get a lot of wise advice from older women. But I have been in this relationship, and it's been some tough times. It has been some good times that are in everybody. That's pretty much in everybody's relationship. But to keep the intimacy, you also have to do new things. Both parties. For me, I like doing new things.
We love to try new things. We'll always try to go find new restaurants. We'll try to find new places to go. period.
But when it comes to intimacy, I also tell women, you got to come get unchurchified. I don't know is that a word? I don't know. But this is for the people in the back. Like, you guys, make it spicy. A lot of women don't understand why men, and it's not so much of the intimacy part, it's about keeping it spicy. Dress up for your man. Like, he doesn't care about that kind of stuff. He likes me just natural. Most of you guys know I don't wear makeup and all that stuff anyway, unless it is like super duper special occasion, which is, I don't even know when the last time I wore makeup. But you got to keep it spicy, you guys. I have a poll. What did you feel when you saw me with my pole?
I thought it was pretty cool. Yeah, definitely. So it's one of those things that you hear about, but you don't see. You know what I mean? Usually.
These are the kind of things that we keep going in our marriage. We just have fun, you guys.
And then, like, again, one of the things that we will do, no matter what's going on with us, it's one of the things that we do. At nighttime, when we go to bed, we sleep, cuddle, no matter who's mad, who's glad, who's sad, or whatever. We make sure that, we have some kind of contact.
Yeah.
Usually me holding her.
That in itself, it creates a strengthened bond. That's how I feel.
Yeah, it does.
Even if you are mad at that person. So,
it takes the tension away. It does. Helping solve itself. Just the skin to skin, like, with a newborn.
Babies.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The warmth of, the person that you love and somebody that loves you.
And loves you for you.
Yeah.
Flaws and all. But just that contact that we have without even, having... Can we say that?
Yeah.
Without having sex, just the nurturing, the connection, again, of him holding me, it does something for me.
I think that
and for both of us,
going back to that, actually, if you think about it, I think that could help a lot of people.
Yeah.
Just that, because that creates
a bond.
And it creates the loving feeling, the closeness feeling. say, like you said, the connection.
Yeah.
So I think that it's going to actually lead to more sex for people that are,
and that's true. That's true. It doesn't have to always happen, but it will more than likely lead to that.
It's going to help way more than it'll hinder, for
Yeah.
sure. I think intimacy is way more than just sex. I think it's just a closeness. You can be intimate, just being close, just being, personal.
Yeah.
Just me and you.
That's true.
Just me and you on a romantic dinner, or just sitting on the couch at night, cuddled up watching, watching TV or something. That can be intimate.
Yeah.
I mean, intimate settings are, multiple. There's a bunch.
And that's the thing too. Like with us having Chloe, we had a child later on in life. If you don't know, I'm about to be 50, and Jason is 52. So we had a child a little bit later on in life. Also, we have older kids. Mm-hmm. When our daughter comes home from school, we spend that time with her. Mm-hmm. So we are as a family up until she goes to bed. When she goes to bed, it's back to me and him. So it's work during the day, more than likely, unless we take some time out for each other. But majority of the time, it's work during the day.
Right.
And then when we go get Chloe, it's family time. Mm-hmm. And then we just kick it with one another after.
And I think the way we live, our lifestyle too, helps us be intimate.
Yeah.
Because we live a healthy lifestyle.
True.
We're always working out. I mean, and I know that you like how I look when I'm lifting and when I'm in good shape.
Yeah.
So I try to stay in good shape for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And for me, health-wise.
Health-wise.
Of course. But for you too, because I mean, I know I know you like it. I know it turns you on. I know, that you love to see me, in good physical shape.
I love to see Jason in muscle shirts.
I think that could be, that's intimate.
Yeah, and that's true. That's definitely true.
To look good for,
and you are trying to stay healthy.
Yeah, if you look good, feel good. You know how the saying is. So I think if you do stuff like that, that goes a long way also. Yeah. Just trying to look good for your partner.
Yeah.
And it gives you a lot of self-esteem.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And when we say look good, I'm talking about inside and out, you guys. We eat healthy. We do it probably, I would say 90% we eat healthy probably. Yeah. But we're taking care of ourselves on the inside so we can travel and do all these other stuff.
We got like you said, we got a 10-year-old, so we're trying to stay healthy for her. We're trying to stay healthy for each other. Yeah. So, and be here for a long time, you guys. My plan is to live over 100. I don't know. I mean, when I get some grandkids, but I know. Give us another 50 years together.
Yeah. So, but intimacy, you guys, can be all kind of things, not just having sex. That's one thing we have to realize, and you have to understand that definition of what intimacy is. If you don't know, look that up. Actually, I'll look it up. I'll go ahead and give what intimacy is. Intimacy is an emotional and physical closeness between people, characterized by trust, mutual acceptance, and open communication, which is what we said. It goes beyond sexual contact and can be experienced through various forms such as emotional, physical, intellectual, and experimental sharing. Healthy intimacy fosters a sense of connection, safety, and belongings. Wow.
Like we said, with the meeting each other's love languages and stuff like that. Doing chores. Just doing normal stuff, but just always taking care of business. I mean, always trying to get business taken care of, always trying to get the stuff around the house taken care of, everything we need to do.
If you have not read the book, The 5 Love Languages, and you are in a relationship, that is a book you probably need to pick up. To me, besides the Bible, when you're married, it will guide you.
It definitely helps to
learn how
what your opposite, what your...
Yeah, that is definitely true. It will help you understand what your partner's needs are. And if you do not understand, that's something, again, sit down and talk about it. Let that person tell you what their love language is. Yeah. So you can pick up on things. I'm telling you, it will definitely work.
Oh yeah, definitely. Just like mine being, physical touch and stuff like that. Even though I know that yours isn't. So I gotta still respect your boundaries, you know, because I know that you don't like to always be touched. There's a lot of times that I'll just will.
I respect him for that because he knows when I'm upset or if I'm kind of stressed about something, he won't come doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
Jason has always been touchy-feely. I have just because of my background, my childhood background, I've had to learn to be that way. You know, especially people outside of my kids. I had to really learn how to be that way.
Yeah.
He's really taught me to just kind of be a little bit more open and understanding and think about things from a different perspective.
Right.
So just remember that intimacy, you guys, is not always sex. When you hear the word intimacy,
like they said, it's emotional.
Yeah.
And emotions has a lot of things to do with it.
Yeah.
So
when you are disconnected from somebody, you guys, that's it.
Yeah, because
especially for me,
physical attraction can go only so far.
Yes.
So you got to have that emotional connection because that's what takes a relationship over the top.
Yeah.
Is because physical is you got to take it up a notch with the emotions and everything. You need all of that.
All of it to work.
Especially to make a relationship work.
So if you're with a partner, you guys, and there's certain things you can't do, if that person makes you feel like you need to be somebody else, well, we hear all kind of things. Those are red flags. Nobody should be wanting you to be somebody else.
Yeah, you gotta love somebody for who they are.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
You know, if they're not the person that you want or the type of person that you want, I mean, you probably don't waste their time or yours.
And that's why I said, you guys, when it comes to being with your partner, flaws and all, if it's some of your flaws and not the other ones, again, those are red flags. Most of us can see red flags. We just ignore them a lot of the time.
So I think a lot of us mess up because we want perfection.
Yeah.
Nobody's perfect.
And nobody's
perfect. So if you're looking for perfection, you're gonna stay single or you're gonna hop from relationship to relationship.
That's true.
I mean, you have to, like you said, accept people with their flaws and all.
Yeah.
But I mean, you gotta learn to love people. Like even your quirks and stuff like that. It used to get on my nerves. Some of the stuff still kind of does, but most of the stuff I think is kind of cute now, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it doesn't bother me like it did or,
Same thing for me with his snoring. He snores a lot. I talk about this on live all the time. It used to bother me, and it doesn't bother me as much. Life is short, you guys.
Yeah, and when you love somebody, I mean, you learn to love everything about
them.
I mean, everything about them.
Yeah.
Even stuff, like I said, that you thought, getting on your nerves or whatever, you couldn't stand, it was your pet peeve. If anybody else did it, you probably would walk away but the person you love, it's just, it's cute.
Yeah. When looks are gone, if that person turns older and they start getting wrinkles and all that, you have to ask yourself, will you still love them at that time? And
because physical,
it fades.
Only goes so long and so far.
We can keep this, try to keep this up as long as we can, but it does fade.
Yeah, so if you don't have character, you don't have, emotional connection, that kind of stuff.
What's the foundation?
That's what really carries you through a relationship.
Yeah.
It's not the physical, it might start out that way.
And what's the foundation of your relationship? I always say the foundation, because even if both of you guys go haywire, hopefully you'll find your way back to why you became in love with one another. Find those factors when you're starting to have issues.
I think that could be some part of intimacy too. Is like you said, when somebody goes, hey, one of you go haywire, that's where the other person picks up the slack.
Yeah, that's true.
The other person picks up that slack.
That's true, you guys.
When I'm lacking, you pick up. When you're lacking, I pick up.
Yeah.
And that way we carry our relationship, because we can't both carry it all the time.
Yeah.
And I can't carry it all, just by myself, or you can't carry it just by yourself. But there's going to be times that, like I said, I'm lacking or you're lacking.
Yeah. Because we do go through things.
Yeah, definitely.
We go through things.
Because we're not perfect.
Yeah. So that is definitely true. Picking up the slack when the other person can't, when they're having their moments, whatever those moments are.
Yeah, because that builds a stronger bond, a stronger connection. Because you don't have to worry about it. Like if I'm feeling down, I'm not like, oh man, there goes my marriage. No, I mean, you're going to pick up the slack until... I get whatever correct.
And I used to be that way, you guys.
And vice versa. Yeah. I mean, because there's days that, things are overwhelming for me or for you.
Yeah.
And, I have to pick it up. I know, okay, today ain't a good day for her. let me pick up, and see what I can do to make everything better and lighter on her.
Yeah, it's the deep part, you guys. It's the deep part. That's, to me, those kind of things are deep intimacy. But the connection for somebody like me is just really caring about me, what I'm going through. Same thing for him.
Sexual intimacy is great, and it's a necessity, when it comes to having a good relationship, a good marriage, whatever kind of relationship you're in. But emotional, like I said, having a good character and stuff like that, that's what's going to like really carry your relationship, and it's going to build such a strong connection.
Yeah.
Because the physical intimacy it'll die down. First couple of years, everybody's, gung ho. And then,
right. First couple of years, you're right about that.
And then actual life kicks in.
Yeah.
I mean, then, you're working, I'm working, I'm tired, you're tired.
Yeah. And sometimes you're passing each other.
Yeah.
Sometimes let's step back to the intimacy when we're talking about sex. Sometimes you have to schedule it. Yeah. Sometimes when you are really, really busy, you may have to just schedule it. And I don't think nothing's wrong with that. If you guys have not been together for a second because you're busy with work, all things going on, one of y'all need to say, hey, at this time.
Yeah, we need to make this a priority.
Yeah, what I mean? And
make each other a priority.
That's okay when you see that you guys have not connected in a while. Mm-hmm. Because you want that connection, you guys. Emotional connection also. It's just...
But when you bring it all together,
yeah.
I mean, it's like, it's such a bond that's hard to break.
Cool,
if you have that physical connection, the emotional connection, the mental connection,
true, yeah.
It's just, that's a hard bond to break.
Yeah.
When you're that connected.
Yeah. But just remember, it is everything wrapped into one, and you have to have all those factors. And again, I believe that the 5 love languages, the book, you guys can truly help a lot of couples if you recognize what that person's love language is. Because sometimes you're in a relationship and you don't even know what makes that person tick, what makes them happy, but you're just going through the motions, and that's something that you guys really need to sit down and talk about. Yeah, I think.
So a lot of times I think the first part of it is usually the physical attraction.
Yeah.
It could be just some kind words that were said or whatever that attracts you to somebody, but usually it's the physical attraction at first, and most of us go through that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's human nature. Yeah. If you're looking for a good, strong relationship, I mean, that's going to make a good, healthy, strong relationship. And
I second that, you guys. So on that note, this has been a really good podcast on intimacy in marriage, intimacy in relationship. I think it just goes across the board. Even if you are in a serious relationship and you're not married, I'll leave that other topic for another day. Yeah. But being married and being as one has a connection in itself. Yeah. So if you're in a serious relationship, I pray that you guys are moving towards marriage. With marriage comes a lot of things, especially if you're a believer. Yeah. Again, bonds when you're married cannot be broken, you guys. Yeah, I mean, and I know people will say, well, if you're in a relationship for a long time, but think about it, you guys. They can walk away at any time. Yeah. Anytime.
I mean, there's a security in marriage.
Yeah.
And especially the way we look at it.
Yeah.
And the way we look at it, we're together, we're one.
I can't just be like, I get mad at him, walk off and go do something else, and he can't either.
Exactly.
So, like I said, to each his own, but just the way we look at marriage up under God is how we are looking at things. But if you're in a long-term relationship, hopefully you're working your way there. If you want marriage and the other person doesn't, that's a topic to be discussed. And don't let this linger on for 5-10 years. Yeah. And you want to be married and but I'll leave that for another podcast, you guys.
I like this.
And for some reason, you guys, on our live, people always ask us, are we swingers? I don't understand why they ask us that, but they do. We get that question a lot on our lives, and we just think it's funny. This was a very amazing topic, and this is something that should be discussed in all relationships, in all serious relationships.
Oh, definitely, yes.
Especially if you are really deep into your relationship. These are things that really need to be discussed, you guys.
Yep.
So if you want to email us on our podcast, you guys, it's mixedandmarriedpodcast@gmail.com. If you want to ask us anything, want us to potentially make a video about your topic, we definitely can do that. If you're not following us on TikTok, it is Mixed and Married, you guys. That is the name of our TikTok. And we go live a lot out there. A lot of you guys see us on camera, but we are live on TikTok a lot.
Yeah.
You guys, and we have fun.
A lot of people, there's a lot of people on there. So
yeah, we have fun.
It gets pretty crunk.
Yeah. So definitely reach out to us. Leave us a comment, you guys. Let us know how you're feeling about this particular podcast. If you're having issues, whatever it is that we can potentially chime in on and help you guys
or
with.
if this podcast, if this enlighten somebody, gave them a little bit more perspective on intimacy.
Yeah.
Because like I said, a lot of people think intimacy is just sex.
Yeah.
I think that's how a lot of people look at it.
Yeah. So on that note, you guys, we are about to get out of here, and we will see you guys on the next podcast. Bye, you guys.
Bye.
Yeah, I got an issue with love. Yeah, I got an issue with trust. The reason doesn't mean